Welcome back to BYU Sports Nation live in Studio B. Wow, those sweaters are very loud. Alongside Jerem Jordan, I am Spencer Linton. Joining us now are a few ladies bringing the noise in a different way. On the basketball floor specifically, the head coach of BYU Women's Hoops, Amber Whiting, and her star freshman, Delaney Gibb. Welcome to BYU Sports Nation.
Thank you.
We forgot to tell you about the sweaters. Our bad.
Was that off the top of your head? Because that was pretty good.
That was off the top of my head, Amber.
Oh, that was nice.
Sometimes I do things right.
You're impressed by that?
I am, sorry.
Wow, okay.
Most of the times I don't do things right, but sometimes I do. Okay, let's start with obvious. Arizona, Big 12 play, opening up, and you got to do this before the holiday break. So, Coach, how do you balance the schedule knowing that you're going to play a big conference game and then there's a long layoff and then you hop right back into conference play?
One game at a time. We don't talk about Christmas because I don't want their heads going there. I just want them focused right here. And then when we come back, we'll have a couple days to just really get back into it before we head out on the road. So it's gonna be a fun ride for sure.
Delaney, how would you describe your freshman year so far? Because it seems to be going great.
Yeah, it's been super fun. Kind of everything that I've imagined, so it's been great.
You imagined this?
Being here right now, yes.
In this studio? No, yes. I mean your freshman year. Like almost 17 a game and 5 boards and
well, I mean,
leading assists.
Not necessarily all the small like personal accolades, but just like I think our team's been successful this year. We've grown a lot, and we're just getting started. So
9-2 is pretty good. And you look at the Big 12, there are 10 teams that are 9-2 or better. This league is good, but maybe it's even better than we thought from preseason. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Kristen gave me some stat yesterday. I don't know, maybe you guys know it, but like the overall record of the Big 12 teams going into this was like 108-8 or something like that. It was crazy. I was like, dang.
Yeah. Well, and to the point of Jerem, the conference is stronger, but BYU women's basketball is part of that, going from year one of Big 12 competition to year two. So, Coach, I've asked you this before, but let's reassess again. How do you feel like this team is more prepared for Big 12 play, maybe compared to last year when you were doing it for the first time?
I think you don't know what you don't know until you're in it, right? So now we've been in it once, and like for the younger kids and the transfers, like I think all season long we've been building up what's coming and talking about it and getting into it. And so like I think we dropped a game early on that we shouldn't have. But I do like the lessons that we learned out of that game. But then when we played Iowa, that's another one that we dropped. But the first half was really good, and the second half not so much. But after the game, we talked about this is what it's going to be like every night in the Big 12. And so, yeah, I'm excited to see what we can do this year for sure.
Delaney, what are those lessons that Coach mentioned, you guys?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of emphasizing like how good our league is, and it's going to be a battle every single night. So we have to come into every game ready and knowing scout, being ready to be physical and aggressive, and so just emphasizing just how much better the competition is going to be and how like tough the games are going to be.
Well, let's go right to Big 12 opponent number one. What's the scouting report rather on Arizona as you head in?
They're really balanced. They have a really good big inside with Brea, and then a good guard with Jada. I would say one thing is that plays in our favor is 22% of our points come in transition and only 20 of theirs. And so for us, like we want to play fast so it shows that we can. And so if we can get out and run, but that comes with stops on defense for sure, making them take bad shots. So, you know, like we have to be locked in, and there's no, like yesterday was a really good day of practice, like very few mistakes on the defensive end. So that's really good for me to see going into a game like this. But yeah, if we can just stay in that mind frame, I think we're going to be good.
Delaney, you like to get out and run. You like to defend 94 feet. Where do you get all the energy for this?
Oh, gosh. I mean, I just like to compete and play hard, and so.
I'm hoping you'd say Crustables, because I saw you walk in with one.
Are you an Uncrustables person?
I just started eating them because they're in our players' lounge.
They're so convenient.
Right? It's free food.
They're so convenient.
Oh, it's true.
It's not my favorite thing that's in there. I always
So that's not the source of the energy?
It might be. I don't know. But no, I think I like to compete and play hard, so. Yeah.
It's fun to watch.
That's a good mantra for the way you want to play basketball as a team, and specifically on defense, Amber. So, because you are the defensive guru, where have you seen your team grow defensively through non-conference play?
I would say their toughness. I think that there's a lot of, we had to get on the same page at first and foremost, right? With like even terminology, people don't know what wing it means, right? So we, as we're going through this, getting on the same page, but then it's become easier and easier to get through scout, just because we're all there and we know what that means, we know what it gets to. So it's right where we want to be going into this. Physicality, like being able to switch, using our mismatches, like it's really good. I would say the length that we have has been really, really nice to see it come to fruition this year, knowing like that's what we wanted, and then now what we have.
So what's wing it?
It's a secret.
It's a secret.
You wouldn't understand if I explained it to you.
You wouldn't try it? Try it. Try it. Simplify.
Our wing it in television is a little
Just
bit different
make it up,
than
yeah.
that.
Okay, it's when a guard comes off, and then the guard that's there is picking her up, but then the guard that was following takes hers.
Okay.
Yeah.
It kind of
You didn't think we could understand that, Coach? Come on.
you?
We play
I
basketball.
need to see you guys do
It
that.
sounds a little bit like there are some elements of the peel switch defense the men play in that. A little bit. It's different, but it sounds like there are some similarities there. Okay.
My intelligence was, offended a little
questioned.
bit as a basketball fan. I did have a question for Delaney. So Arizona's pretty good defending the three, yet this team has a lot of three-point shooters. Do you get excited at the opportunity to sort of exploit, like, hey, they're pretty good at this, but we're pretty good at what you do well too?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I think going into all of our games so far, we have scouting, we have things that we're trying to take away from them, but ultimately we're focusing on ourselves. And so I think this will kind of be a tester. Like, we know what we do well, and we're going to stick to that.
You'll wing it, and you'll be fine.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, let's go.
This is the way Amber is like fidgeting in her seat. Like,
I'm like, oh.
we will not make it up. We're well prepared.
Well, winging means something else, as we learned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas to both of you.
They're not focused on that. It's Arizona.
Well, okay.
They don't
I
even
hope
want
an
fans to
early
know that.
Christmas present shows up in the form of a win against
Yeah.
Arizona.
Arizona
Great.
With some
tomorrow.
BYU Sports
Great,
Nation
yes.
karma.
Let's go.
Okay, thanks for joining us.
Good luck. Thanks.
Swing it. It's all good.
Yeah.
Just go out there and play.
Women